See, this was what I like. No, before we keep going, now actually start the record here. This is what I like, man. This is my favorite part of doing what I do is having that ability to meet different people. And Paul needs Peter. Let's meet so we can make this happen. And then on top of that, let's keep it in the community.
Yeah, come on now.
Let's keep it in the community.
I want to.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do.
And that's the want. But like, also, let's keep quality in the community, people, because like as time goes on, we lose a quality and a sense of pride for our work. And I think that's the real issue. It's not that we are lazy. It's the sense of pride and respect for the establishment.
Right.
And then on top of that, like, I think a lot of black people come into situations like, this ain't my so why do I care?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? But at the same time, this is my people.
Yes.
And I want my people to thrive. So if I want my people to thrive, when I show up to work, I need to be giving you my all. I need to be showing up on time. And not even on time, because on time is really late. Let's just be honest about it. On time is really late, because you don't know what you're going to have to do when you get there before you have to open up. You don't know who are already waiting at the door looking for you. So being on time is already late. So I think, like you just said a few minutes ago, us understanding maturity, being here early. And then not only were we here early, we told you we come in early and we got a little setup to do, and we're going to start shooting around this time. That's called being professional and then punctual, respect for your time and your business. All of those things matter.
Yeah, it do.
All of those things matter. So
yes, it do. So yeah.
Again, that's my favorite part, though. That's my favorite part, is being able to connect quality people with other quality people and quality products. I can't wait till somebody tell me, oh, I need to go get an ultrasound. What do you think?
Right.
Head up Alexis. Oh my God. It's in Hueytown. I don't know if that's Jefferson County or not, but
you don't know. But it is. Let's be clear. It is.
It is. But yeah, you ready? Am I ready? Are you ready? Let's do it. All right. Welcome back to another episode of Talk Vibe Hustle, the podcast where we interview and talk to the most inspiring people in the city. Today we have a very special episode. I think this is only the second time this has happened where somebody was recommended to be the next hustler, and then we actually went and pursued that person to be the next hustler. And with that, I'm going to honestly say that I didn't write a full intro because I came into this situation really not knowing as much about the business and the person that's next to me. But I think that's a good thing for all of us to learn today. We can learn together. But what I can tell you is I have Alexis Pickens next to me, the owner of My Bump Studio.
Hey, guys.
Ooh, the intro. You practiced it. I know you did. So tell everybody who you are and tell everybody about your business.
Hey guys, I am Alexis Pickens, like he said, the owner of My Bump Studio. We are over here in Hueytown, Alabama, right off Allison Bonnet. I offer 3D and 4D ultrasounds for all expecting mothers in the community and surrounding areas. It's an elective procedure. It's not covered by insurance, but it's very cost effective, and you will not regret having these extra ultrasound sessions. So we do everything from doing those 3D and 4D ultrasounds, as well as the 2D ultrasounds, the images that are in black and white. We also offer the sneak peek testing, the DNA testing, where I do a small little puncture right here in your bicep to where it doesn't hurt at all, and your gender results for those babies come back in 2 days. And we also offer heartbeat bears, where we record your baby's heartbeat and we put those inside of some stuffed animals. So maybe yes.
Okay, I didn't know that before we got here. Whoa, that's really cool. Oh my God. Okay, slow down. Slow down. That's a lot. So the heartbeat in the stuffed animals. So that's what those stuffed animals are, yeah?
That's one of those.
Wow.
So this is one of my little heartbeat bears here. So there's a little slit in the back, and I have a little device that when I record the baby's heartbeat, I put inside of here, and then it's a great keepsake to have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm tight. I ain't had
so
one
many
of
different
it.
animals.
Why is that like a normal thing within this industry, or is that your thing? Okay,
it's actually a normal thing.
Really?
There's not a lot of places like this in the surrounding areas. I think it's about 3, maybe 4. But it's definitely a popular thing.
Okay. Okay. So with there being other, I guess, businesses doing the same thing, what makes you so unique?
First of all, I am over here on the west side of Birmingham. West side of Birmingham. So that alone, there's not another facility in this industry within 30 miles of my facility.
Oh, wow.
So that alone puts me over here catering to us, period. Okay. The second thing is you get me. I am the brand of my company. You will not regret coming here, I make you feel so welcome. This is a very intimate environment, and you bring all the family members you want to come and be a part of your journey.
Yeah, I can definitely tell that this is a very family-oriented location because walking in, it felt like literally walking in a home. Mm-hmm. And the way you've utilized this space, it quite literally is a home, but it's utilized in a way that I've never seen before. Y'all know I got a background in space utilization now. I walked in here and I was like, my little logistics mind went off. Mm-hmm. But it's amazing to see. So what gave you this idea and this inspiration to start here and to open this business?
Well, when I was 26 weeks pregnant with my daughter, 19 years ago, she was premature. I ended up with preeclampsia, and ultrasound was able to show me that she was doing okay, but my health was declining. Mm-hmm. And so that eased my mind to say, okay, let them take this baby so I can get back where I need to be. My kidneys failed, lung collapse, everything was happening to me. And the only way for them to be able to treat me without impacting the baby was for me to deliver the baby. So that inspired me to one day want to give back to other mothers in that same way. And so years later, I went to ultrasound school, and I've been doing ultrasounds now for over 13 years. And I got to that point where I wanted to be an entrepreneur, and I was just trying to figure out what I wanted to do. And I was going to try some other things, but this was kept tugging at me. Yeah. And I was like, you know what? Let me do this. Let me see. Can I find a space? And I found this space, and here I am.
Wow. And so obviously you had to start somewhere. So where did you get your beginnings at? Did you start at St. Vincent's, UAB?
My first ultrasound job, I was over at Brookwood.
Okay.
I was working with Dr. Tamika Roberts,
okay.
And she got me to where I needed to be, and some different connections and things like that. And I love ultrasound. I had no idea. Now, going to school for ultrasound, I was thinking just babies, clearly.
Yeah.
But ultrasound, we do so many other things outside of just babies. I can tell you if you got kidney stones, gallstones, or if you're having some type of blood clot issue or something like that. So just being put in the space and meeting different doctors and other managers and things like that, it kind of helped me grow professionally, as well as in the industry itself. So I just love ultrasound. So starting at Brookwood, I've gone from Brookwood to Cooper Green. I worked at Cooper Green for about 5 years, over there with them, with the indignant people of our community, helping there. Mm-hmm. And I've also, now I'm at St. Vincent's. So, which is currently, UAB as well.
Yeah.
But
UAB taking over everything, ain't they?
Yeah, they
ain't
are.
that crazy?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Let them call me. But never mind.
Look, they called my wife. I said, you better pick up.
Right. Let them call me.
So I heard this saying before, learn some lessons as a worker, and then I applied them as an owner. So what lessons do you think you learned through your journey working that now you're applying in your own field?
I am a people person.
Yeah.
So I think working at the hospitals, being a patient, like I said, when I had those complications with my daughter, and now being a business owner, I see that out of nothing else, treat people the way you want to be treated.
Amen.
Being a professional doesn't mean that you have to just not really follow the book. I don't really want to say that, but it's just like sometimes, we're not saying break the rules, but sometimes you have to bend them so you can relate to the person that's on the table. You know what I'm saying?
Treat
so you
people
have
with dignity.
Exactly.
Sometimes you have to do that to treat people with dignity.
Yes. Mm-hmm. So sometimes it's just a matter of me seeing somebody like with a need, and just, you might need a hug. Yeah. You might, I came in there to do the ultrasound with you, but you might be going through something where, you know what, you just might, you're scared about the procedure, and you might just need a hug, and I can give you a hug. Yeah. Won't nobody else know it.
Exactly.
But when you come out of that room and you see your doctor, when you leave out, I already know you done told the doctor, like, I love Alexis. Yeah. Because I touched you in a way. It was more, for me, it's more about what I did to you. Mm-hmm. It's just connecting with you in that moment so you can realize that she understands. Yeah. She, you know what I'm saying? She can relate to what I got going on. So. Yeah.
That real bedside manner.
Yes.
Because Lord have mercy, I feel like doctors these days, it's hard to come by.
It is.
So with being in this business, I feel like at some point or another you didn't deliver the news to some dad that he having twins and he didn't know. Now. How many times? And what's the procedure once they fall out?
Right. So do know that I do have 911 on standby. Know that. But yes, I have had one of those cases here where they told me they had just went to the doctor, got confirmed that they was having a baby, and then they wanted to just come and just kind of come and see. And actually, Dad wasn't able to go with her when she went to that initial visit at her doctor's office. So they came here so he could be a part of it. And I'm looking around like, wait a minute, what they tell you guys? Because I don't want to be, giving out.
The first
because,
one.
Again, yes, because some of that stuff, it's a thin line being here from being diagnostic to non-diagnostic. So I'm limited on what I can say.
Okay.
So I'd be very mindful of that. But letting you know you got two,
Gotta say
all
that.
the rules go out the window. That's something that you need to know. You need to know that. So the color drained out of Dad's face when I said that he was having twins. And it was crazy because not only was he a twin, his dad was a twin.
Oh, wow.
So I felt like it was inevitable that she was going to have
that's a
twins.
no-brainer.
Yeah. But she said they didn't tell him when she went to the doctor's office 2 days prior.
That would have had me shook. I can't handle that. I'm telling you
I
right
went and
now.
got him a bottle of water, let him get himself back together, and then I made sure they got to the car.
And I always feel like women always are like, I bet she was like totally fine. I'm sure she was like probably in the back of her mind even aware of it.
I don't know, but I really felt like she was really concerned for him more than anything. It was like...
It wasn't a shock to her.
Like, don't leave me. Don't leave me. Whatever you do. I know we discussed one, but now that I say two, don't leave me. Don't go nowhere. It was more that. So, yeah.
That's beautiful, though. I think as I'm sitting here and starting to hear you and talk to you, I love that it seems like you give life here. You bring so much life into people's lives. So I'm glad to see that. I'm very happy. Of course, walking into this interview, we didn't know each other beforehand, but now I feel like you're a very good friend.
Thank you.
I'm glad to hear that and see this happening. So going into it a little bit further, what do you think were some of the obstacles that you faced opening up?
My biggest obstacle was Jefferson County. Jefferson County. I'm trying to tell you, just getting we had to do a lot to get opened up, from architectural prints, so they had to see the layout. They had to make sure that, ultrasound doesn't use radiation. And so, but I think when they think radiology and things of this nature, they think it does. So we had to kind of resubmit and submit different plans and what I was doing, what I was offering, before they would approve me to open up to get my business license, city, county, state, all of that. And then kind of once we got to go ahead with that, it was pretty easy. And then we had to get outside paved. And so even that, just the grade level and all of that, we had to, honestly, I feel like we did a little extra, but we did it. So I think that was the biggest obstacle, just following the rules. You know what I'm saying? I was thinking just get in here, get the machine. But
and get started.
But that paperwork will get you guys.
And you know what? I feel like that's a very common thing that we've had through these interviews is hearing that people having to go through inspections and the different types of permits that you need to actually get started turns into your biggest obstacle.
It is.
Jefferson County need to lock in on it.
You would think it'd be the equipment.
And that really brings me to my next question. From the beginning of your career until now, how has the technology and equipment changed?
I don't know if you know, but everybody, again, I offer 3D and 4D ultrasound. So there is some rumors out there. There's 5D and there's 8K and all these things. And I just saw something on Facebook when somebody was saying 8K gotta be that you're delivering the baby. Like, what else can there be outside? So just to kind of clear that up, there's only 3D and 4D. That's it. There's only 3D and 4D. Everything else is like AI. It's just equipment is software. So that's the biggest changes I would feel like in the industry is they just making the pictures prettier. So the technology itself, we see what we see. But again, it's nothing new for real. From the 2D, again, that's the black and white. The 3D is the orange kind of pictures that you kind of see. And then the 4D or HD live, just again, make it more human-like. But the 5K or 8K or whatever they're calling it, 6K, that kind of stuff outside of delivery, it's software.
So I'm gonna be real honest about it. When we got the first ultrasound of my daughter, it was a 2D photo, I believe, black and white, right? I think it took until about month 8 for me to actually see what was on there. Everybody was like, this the nose, that's that. Bro, I don't see nothing. I don't see anything. Is there training that goes into that?
It is. So ultrasound school is a 2-year program that I did. And I must tell you, going through school, I was snotty nose and crying probably the entire time.
Really?
At the altar every Sunday asking God to reveal it to me because I was like you. I don't see nothing.
Asking God to reveal it to me is crazy.
Like, bring it to me, Lord.
Yeah.
Like, if this is what you're telling me I can, be more impactful, or this is how I can, bring God into people's lives, show it to me, reveal it to me.
Yeah.
And eventually I'm like, oh, I see the nose. Oh, I see, what I'm saying, that even, with on the diagnostic side, because sometimes we do catch cleft lip. Sometimes, we do catch things that are not pleasant, and you got to be able to see that stuff. So it took me a minute. I'm not even gonna lie to you. It took me some time to see those things. Okay, now I got it.
Yeah. So the not so pleasant part, how do you break news to people? Because like I can imagine that not everything is always rainbows and sunshines and sunflowers.
So here, and actually I just had this yesterday, actually. Here I had a couple come in, and they she didn't even know she was pregnant, she told me.
Sheesh.
And she just wasn't feeling well, so her go-to was a pregnancy test. That ain't my go-to. My go-to is probably
Pepto.
Come on now, some Pepto. I'll even take some Logan Steakhouse. I'll take that. I'm not going straight to a pregnancy test, but that's neither here nor there.
Yeah.
Okay,
You know what you've been doing.
Right. So I'm thinking, okay, so she took a pregnancy test. It came back positive. And then so she called in and say, hey, I don't have an appointment. I know you're appointment only, but is there any way we can kind of come by and just make sure that this thing is right? And I was like, okay, yeah, I got some availability. Come on. So she came, and when I got her back there, again, I talked to everybody like they family as soon as you walk in the door. And getting back there, we're talking, we're laughing it up, and as soon as I put the probe down, I automatically noticed that the gestational sac, which is the sac that baby floats in, is much bigger than the baby.
Okay.
Just something that we know. Know. So if the sac is, is about this big, the baby should be pretty much the same size, because they need that space to float. So if the sac is this big and the baby this big, something ain't right.
Okay.
And that's exactly what I saw. I saw that the baby wasn't the right size for that. And I knew then something was wrong. So whether either the baby isn't getting all the nutrients and things it needs, or baby is already going through that miscarriage phase. And that's most likely than not. That's what was going on. So I just kind of, she was like, what you see, what's going on? You're not really saying a whole lot. Because I was still
processing,
trying to man, I got to tell her this.
Yeah.
And so it was, I got to a point where I said, you know what? This is what we going to do. I said, I don't feel like baby is growing at the rate that baby should be growing. And I really can't see the heartbeat like I want to. So my suggestion would be to go to the emergency room, where they can do some more in-depth testing, which way they can do some transvaginal ultrasounds for you. And then that way they can really say, what's going on. And not that they have better technology, it's just that, again, I'm non-diagnostic.
I was about to say you non-diagnostic.
So
okay,
I really
that's
can't say baby is, what I'm saying?
Yeah, you can.
But I have to give you enough information to make you go to the emergency room.
Right. See, but again, that's that line that we talked about earlier, because it's like, treating people with dignity is also treating people with respect and telling them the truth.
Right.
And what you see. But at the same time, by law, like you said, I can't necessarily say that. And that must suck.
Right.
That must suck.
Because at the end of the day, my credentials are my credentials.
Exactly.
I'm a certified, what I'm saying, registered diagnostic sonographer. But on the flip side, with the fact that when you walk into these doors, I'm considered, non-diagnostic, and I'm off the clock, so to speak.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because honestly, you can come in here and do these ultrasounds because I'm non-diagnostic. But that's why me and a lot of other ultrasound techs like the fact that we are the ones that are opening these type of businesses, because we do know the ins and outs, and we do know that fine line.
Because misinformation will tear somebody up.
Yes. And so, of course, they looking like they want to know more. And again, I still try to treat you with that dignity. And I'd be like, if it was me, I'll always go there. If it was me, I would just go and find out more.
Okay.
I'll go get a more in-depth look with the transvaginal ultrasound, so they can kind of get in there and actually see what's going on.
Okay.
So that kind of hopefully puts a little fire under them to go ahead and go. And again, I don't want to make it seem like you need to go now, because I don't want you to have a wreck between here and there, either trying to get to the emergency room. But I do want you to know that you need to go.
Right. So this is hilarious. I thought about this. Has anybody ever come here to see you, and then like a couple months later, like you were working at your other job and they saw you again? That's hilarious. Because like in the place of like, let's just say that couple you were just speaking of, you told them to go, and then they see you 2 weeks later. Well, you could have told us this last week. That's the first thing that'll come to my mind. Why didn't you tell us this last week?
Right. Now, and honestly, where I'm working at now is more of a gynecologist, which is non-OB, no babies over where I am now. So most of the time, it's the flip.
Okay.
It's like I'll see somebody there, and they'll maybe inquire about ultrasound, or me. No matter where I am, I'm finna pitch this ultrasound. I'm about to pitch my bump studio. When you see me. So I'll always say, if they mention somebody that's pregnant or somebody that's expecting or they are trying to get pregnant, I'm like, well, when you do, come see me.
Yeah.
So I've had some people come over that be like, girl, I'm like, I just saw you at St. Vincent's. What you doing over here? And it's like, I'm pregnant. And I'm like, well, congratulations. Welcome.
Right.
Well, welcome home.
Yeah.
Welcome home. So, I love it.
I guess this is another question / story. How often do you say like, oh, you're 2 months pregnant, 3 months pregnant, and then you see them like calculating when they think it happened on their face? Did that happen often?
Actually, yeah. Because some people, when they come in, like some people come, they're not even pregnant yet. That's what I like to say. You're not even pregnant and you're already here, because I still do the 2D ultrasounds, and some people just want to confirm. Most doctor's offices won't give you that appointment, your first appointment till after that first trimester, because a lot of people lose babies in that first trimester, those first 12 weeks. And so they'll come here and they be calculating. Like, let me see. So if you see something, that means that I've been thinking, this is a little TMI right here. Now I'm trying to say, look, you got me pulling up my calendar. Like,
girl.
let me see. Oh, that was Valentine's Day.
I
that
see
was around
you.
that time
Where
right
y'all
there.
went to eat.
Right. Where'd you go? So, yeah. Oh, yeah, they had them calendars now.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys don't know it, but let me see. Most women, not all, but most, that menstrual calendar, they go by that, and they know when that ovulation time comes and things of that nature. So they can track it.
They
now.
more than aware.
They can track it.
Oh yeah, we both got wives. We both know.
They can track it.
Okay. So I guess another question I would have is, I guess we kind of talked about this a little bit, but if somebody was deciding to open up this business of their own, what do you think the first thing that they need to figure out first?
The first thing would probably be outside of location, because there are some people that do this from home, around here. Look, not around here, but I have heard. Again, I'm in so many groups on Facebook.
I'm hearing you.
But a lot of people kind of have set aside like a little room or something in their house, and they do this. But the biggest thing outside of, like I said, with Jefferson County and things like that, is the equipment.
Okay.
So you have to make sure that you can get finance for the equipment. Let's see, equipment can run you from anywhere from $50,000 to $100,000.
My chest.
Just for the machine itself.
My chest.
So, and then again, these heartbeat bears, like, I sell these for $35, but and then you got to have more than one. So, you know what I'm saying? The inventory for the heartbeat bears and things like that I offer, got to have that capital.
Yeah. Okay, see, that's how I know you got that big bank over there. See what I'm talking about? She was talking about me. I'm hearing what she's saying over here.
Nah, listen, when this cuts off, he finna invest. He don't even know it yet.
That's hilarious. So you brought some other things that you wanted to show off.
Yes, I did. So these are the fetal Dopplers, and this allows for you to be able to listen to your baby's heartbeat while you're at home. So you can listen to baby's heartbeat when you're feeling a little uneasy. Some women feel like they're not feeling baby enough, or they feel like something wrong. Your anxiety levels are way up, so they feel like, how can I just listen really quick and to ease my mind? And I have these fetal Dopplers here that can do exactly that for you. Wow. So I don't know if you ever seen one of those.
No,
I'm just trying to show you guys what it actually. Thank you. This little gel comes in there with it, but this is the little device. So show the little. It has a little probe that comes with it. Put a little gel there, and then you just kind of place it on your stomach or what have you, and you can find your baby's heartbeat, and that kind of helps you to.
So cute.
Very cute.
That's so cute.
There's so many women that have miscarriages and go through so much with pregnancy to where they just need a little reassurance. Yeah. Which is another reason why I opened this facility, because that, again, like I said, for me, it helped me to know that my baby was okay. Yeah. So that's that.
Okay.
All right. And then we also offer the sneak peek testing. And like I said before, it's a little stick in your shoulder, your bicep there, and we do a little blood draw to let you know what you're having. So if I stick you today Today, 2 days later, I can tell you
Wow.
what you're having.
Accurately.
It's
Wow.
99.9%.
Not that accurate.
You know, we gotta say that 0.01, you know what I'm saying? But for the most part, I haven't had one come back wrong. It's kind of similar to what they do at the doctor's office called an NIPT test. They look for chromosome abnormalities as well as they give you the gender, but this only does gender. So I only tell you, you know, what you're having, boy or girl, and the results are emailed directly to you.
Nice.
And then that way, if you're doing gender reveals or something like that, you will be able to get your results really quick.
Yeah. That's amazing. So have you had obviously returning clients, multiple kids?
Yes, and I love that.
That's
Let me
awesome.
tell you guys, I don't like nothing more than even once the baby is born, people bring their babies back just
cool.
so I can see those babies.
Yeah.
And I love that. So if you see my Facebook page or my Instagram, you see those babies coming back, and I always get a picture with them. Because that, again, lets me know that you enjoyed your experience
Exactly.
here. Because you thought, you know what I'm saying, you thought it not robbery that you would come back, swing back by just to show me the baby.
Mm-hmm.
So when you bring the baby back and you pregnant again, I know I did something right. Okay? I know that you really enjoyed the process.
That's amazing. That is amazing. Okay, quick break, real quick.
Okay.
What we looking like on time, sir? 30 minutes. Okay. I'm going to do 2 more questions, and then we'll roll into those last 3. That work for you?
What them look like?
Okay. I
What them 2
got
questions look like?
I got you. I want to ask, can you share a particular memory or emotional experience from a client?
Ooh.
And what's business like? Is it steady? Those are my last 2. In 3, 2. I'll give you time to think.
I can't.
7.
Right.
You ready?
Yeah, I think.
You got a gift card ready? The safe word?
Right. Emotional experience? There.
Emotional / memorable experience.
Okay.
All right. You
Yeah.
ready?
Uh-huh.
All right. So with doing this over this long period of time, and this can go back into your career before you started your own place.
Okay.
Is there a memorable event or an emotional event that has happened that you can go back and speak on?
Let's see. I would have to say that when I was working downtown again at Cooper Green, we don't see a whole lot of pregnant people there. And so when I had a patient that came in, she was having bad stomach cramps, and she was thinking more of maybe gallstones or kidney stones or something like that. And kind of when I got in there, I did see that she was pregnant. And baby, your body is trying to transition to, you know, to get ready to grow that baby. So that, I feel like that kind of triggered me, and it triggered her because she was very emotional.
Yeah.
And I was able, again, in that moment to be able to hug her, let her know it's going to be okay, because she didn't know what she was going to do. She was a young girl, and she was really distraught. And I was able to be there and be human in that moment with her. But that brought me back to, I got to open my own place. I got to be able to be somewhere where I can do this all the time, because it just awakened that in me, like, what are you waiting on? Hurry up and do what I told you to do, so you can be more impactful and be more intentional about your walk.
It's kind of crazy how God gives us signs of what your purpose is supposed to be.
Exactly.
And when he lets you know that you're walking in your purpose.
Exactly.
It's a very beautiful thing.
Yes, it is.
So I can imagine that being one of those moments like, Lord, this is my purpose.
This is.
Yeah.
This is.
Yeah.
I always tell a lot of people that when I was young, I wanted to be a teacher. And I was just thinking, that's what I'm gonna do. I hadn't said it yet in this interview, but I had my oldest son. He's 27. I had him when I was 15 years old, and I wanted to be a teacher. But once I had him, I was thinking, okay, I got to do whatever I got to do at this point, because now it ain't just me I'm thinking about. I have a son as well. And so when I moved to Birmingham, I went into banking, and then I went into publishing, and then I went to ultrasound school because that impacted me. But I just felt like even all those positions and all those things I wasn't being fulfilled.
Yeah.
I felt like I can give more, I can do more, I know more is in me. And I need God to be very intentional with me so you can pull that out of me.
Yeah.
Because not only do I know I got it, I'm ready to show somebody I got it.
Ooh, you
So-
said something then. And it's almost kind of crazy because throughout your life, he'll give you those signs, and it's up to you to interpret that of what it is. For me, I never knew that speaking was something that was a talent. Or you have to be good at engaging people or making people feel safe enough to even want to speak with you. I never knew that was a talent that I had. But when I did a program right after high school, I was 19, 20 years old, and I was in this program, and they were selecting 3 people to go to the Pentagon to speak.
Okay.
And I was the first person they selected out of 7 people.
Come on now.
I was the very first person they selected, and I just couldn't figure out for the life of me why. But like I told you, I have the ability. I can set a fire on the hottest day in hell. I don't know why. I can make anything sound like it's good. I can make anything sound like you're supposed to buy it right then, right there. But again, like, never understanding that
The why is because that's what you're supposed to do.
Exactly.
That is your purpose. That is who you are. The confidence that you need, you got it.
Yeah.
And you, again, in this interview, again, like you said earlier, I didn't know what to expect today. But just being able to feed off of your energy, it relaxes me.
Nice.
And I am a people person. I am a talker. So you come over here thinking you get one thing, you might get 2. However, but again, your energy, your vibe, it says a lot, and I like it.
Yes. Hey, man, we successful talk vibe hustle. You feel me? All right. See, now we getting back into the interview. That's what I like to hear. See how we pouring into each other? That's what black folks need to do. That's what this is all about, is giving, like I told somebody in one interview, I like my flowers handed to me. Don't put them on top of my grave. Give them to me while I'm here so I can keep making more for you. You know what I mean? And as I've been going through this journey and doing this podcast, I've run into people I haven't seen in like 10, 11 years. Like this past weekend, I ran into a homie from high school. I haven't seen him since we graduated. And the first thing he said to me was, man, your podcast is really good. And it literally froze me in place because I wasn't aware that he even watched the show. Or, honest to God, I wasn't even aware that you were still aware that I existed still after high school. So for him to immediately say that, like, oh man, I'm walking in my purpose, bro. Like this, I ain't even worried no more. God got me. And there's so much going on in my personal life and my job and my career, and everything is up in the air because of the new administration. But then, like, God wouldn't lead you down a path if he didn't already have an end goal in sight. You know what I mean? So like, I'm worried, but at the same time, I have faith.
Come on now.
And my faith ain't gonna be wavered. I might get bent a little bit. I might cry a little bit. But what is faith without hard work?
Right.
It's just a dream. Then you just dreaming up stuff.
Just dreaming.
Yeah.
Right.
So I think I didn't got it off to a tangent. You supposed to say gift card.
Oh Lord. We have those. So go on.
So at the end of our interview, we like to ask 3 questions. Oh wait, I had another question for you.
Oh.
Is business? Words are hard. Is business steady throughout the year for you, or like do you pick up right after Valentine's Day?
Yes and yes. Look, yes and yes.
Yes.
Throughout the year, yes, business has been good. I've only been open now 2 years.
Okay.
And it has, from the first year, 2020, 2023 wasn't even a full year. I opened in June of 2023, so through December. It was good because I'm still trying to get my name out there, still get my brand around in different areas, different parts of the community. But 2024 was almost like tripled what I did in just those, those first 6 months. And again, on top of that, I'm still considered part-time here. Wow. So for it to be doing that well, that's why, here eventually I'm going to be leaving St. Vincent so I can really focus my full, my full time here at the studio, because it's doing very, very well.
Okay. I'm proud of you.
Well, thank you.
I haven't known you nothing but 35, 50 minutes. I'm very proud of you.
Thank you.
Because from what I'm understanding, this also just doesn't sound easy.
Right. And
by being an entrepreneur for this year, and I understand now what it takes to clock in on your own job, it's not easy. Especially because you still have another job. So like, I can only imagine clocking in for somebody else and knowing that you have to go back and clock in for yourself, and not even like it's an option. It's if I don't do it, it's not gonna get done.
Exactly.
So kudos to you for that.
Thank you.
Right here. So towards the interview, I have 3 questions that I typically like to ask.
Okay.
Hopefully you've enjoyed yourself through the entire time.
Thank you.
I'm glad to hear it. First question being, if your future self could walk through that door right now, we could say 5, 10 years in the future, you got 2 questions to ask yourself. What would those 2 questions be?
I'm asking myself those 2. What does the future look like? For me, again, right now I'm in a space where I am scared to let my job go. Yeah. Because here I don't feel like I'm working, because I love what I do. Yeah. So I want to know, what my future self is doing. Do I have more than one location? Do I, am I just here thriving? Am I content? Am I, what I'm saying? Not really happy because I'm already happy, but it's just like my my goal is I do want to put in a location possibly in Tuscaloosa or in Jasper or somewhere like that, about 30, 45 minutes from this location. So that's the biggest thing is, have I already opened up my second location?
Okay. Okay. And my next question is, if you could have a song to describe your journey up until this point,
now,
what
don't
would
y'all
that be?
crack on me for this, because let me tell you.
I'm already
Why are you laughing already? Hold on, wait. I listen to music, but I don't listen to music.
Right.
Okay, I don't. I mean, I know a lot of people are often thinking, let me see, she probably gonna say some Beyonce or she gonna say, but I'm not. I don't know if any of you listen to Sugarland.
Okay.
But I love Sugarland, and a little Rod Wave. But we're gonna go with Sugarland for the sake of for the sake of. But something more. You ever listened to the song?
Okay.
There's got to be something more. There's got to be more than this. And I think of about that because I know, again, I've been in banking, I've been in publishing, and now where I am now, there's always something within myself to say there's got to be something more.
Yeah.
Than that 9 to 5. And I feel like I'm just now popping the top on my something more, and I'm waiting. So that song kind of stood out to me.
Okay.
When you asked me that.
Okay. I think that's a great answer too.
Y'all go listen to that song.
I was about to say, I try to cue up the song that people say when I leave and like listen to it on the way out, because it kind of leaves like an everlasting memory of that person and a song to go with it. That's one of the reasons why I like asking that question. I'm a very big music person. So my last question to you, who do you think the next hustler should be to sit in that chair?
I think, honestly, I would go with Dr. Tamika Roberts.
Okay.
She's over at St. Vincent. She is a OB and gynecologist doctor over there. She is amazing. Again, she has put me in contact with so many different people. And I would love to be able to give back to her how she has poured into me and poured back into her. She has a feminine wash product that she is trying to get out to the community. And she's been doing it for years now. But the fact that the product is so good, I think that's who you guys need to talk to, so your audience can know that they're missing out.
Yeah.
They're missing out on this. She does bath bombs as well as feminine wash. And, again, she is a great doctor over at St. Vincent's.
Done deal. We're going to lock that one in. Tell everybody where they can find you at. Tell everybody your social media. And if you got anything coming up that you want to share, go for it. It's all about you.
Again, Alexis Pickens on Facebook and Instagram as well as TikTok. It is My Bump Studio. Again, I'm over here on the west side of Birmingham. I'm in Hueytown. My website is mybumpstudio.com. And the phone number here is 205-434-1274. You can always call. Hopefully I'll answer, but you can always call. And that way I can ease your mind or help you choose the right package for where you are and which trimester that you're in, so you can get the most bang for your buck. And I promise you, you will not regret it.
There it is. Hey, man, this has been another episode of Talk Vibe Hustle. Alexis has been great. I'm sure y'all have enjoyed it. Drop a little baby bump in the comments if you've made it this far. We'll see y'all next week for another episode. Peace. Bam. That's a wrap. Yes, that was so good.